there we are. We should be live now. That's pretty cool. That's so cool. 10 super chats. Choose the light blue. Set a timer. I'm gonna set 3 hours. Oh, did my audio? No. Okay, it's the stream. That's super cool. Wow. That's neat. They had the new integration. So they've got a new integration here into OBS and YouTube where we can start goals essentially for the streams. That's a brand new feature. That's super cool. All right, though. Let's get focused up here a little bit. Steelers lead this all-time series 36-25. They've won 8 out of the last 9 of this. Baltimore last win in 2022, 16-14 with no Lamar Jackson. If the Steelers win this game, they win the AFC North. Actually, I think I'm about to go switch out of this hoodie into a shirt. All right, apologies. It's a little cold here today in Florida, and I'm like in this weird in between of too hot, too cold. But I'm sitting here having some Crown and Coke, getting ready for this. We got a weird fact for you though. So of course, if Pittsburgh, this isn't the weird fact. If Pittsburgh wins today, they've already clinched a playoff berth, but the win today would also clinch the AFC North. Baltimore, though, with a win today would clinch a playoff spot. And then, of course, the AFC North crown would still be up for grabs in the final 2 weeks of the season. Jackson has never had more than 2 touchdown passes against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But weird thing, this is actually going to be Lamar Jackson's first time playing at home versus the Steelers with an actual crowd. Because due to injuries and then the COVID year where there was only like 4,000 people at the stadium, he's never had a home game with a crowd against the Steelers. So that's what they're talking about right now. If you're watching this on Fox broadcast, that's what they're talking about right now. Lamar has never had a home crowd at M&T Bank Stadium against the Steelers in his career. So hopefully we're going to get a difference, though. One of the big storylines we're following, of course, coming into this game, though, is the Baltimore Ravens lead the NFL in penalties. They committed 12 penalties last time against these Pittsburgh Steelers. We faced them. The Ravens also had 12 penalties against the New York Giants. So got to cut down the penalties. We know Russell's going to try to get a couple offsides. No Keaton Mitchell, no Adisa Isaac, no Marcus Williams, no Nelson Aguilar for the Ravens. I don't see TJ Tampa on there, so we might see TJ Tampa today. I think they activated him from IR. No George Pickens for the Steelers, no Deshaun Elliott, Dante Jackson. So missing a couple starters themselves as this ball goes through the back of the end zone here. So Ravens will get started here at the 30-yard line for the day. At home at M&T Bank Stadium. Let's go. Hold on. I gotta get the chain. Gotta get the chain. Gotta get the lucky ball. I'd love to start with an opening drive touchdown. Isaiah Likely lined up in the formation. Andrews out wide out there with Zay. Motion to a stack formation, right? Hand off to Henry going left, and pretty good gain of about 7 to 8 yards to start. Good way to start the game. And I love every time Steve-O comes in, it automatically Steve-O is always so on like the gambling from Streamlabs and all that. Oh, I have to get the game cast up. My apologies. But handoff going left again. Henry with a big hole, first down and some, and tackled at the 50-yard line, and a fresh set of downs for the Ravens. And feed them. Keep running the ball. I mean, everyone knows if the Ravens are running, they're running left. But they do a good misdirection on this one. And this is actually what I love. If you've been watching my stream, I was calling for these type of runs last week. If someone is actually listening to me in Ravens office, thank you. I don't care. I don't know if I get credit. Thank you. That play showed it. Little play action, sets up a screen left to Zay. Good blocking by Stanley on the outside there with Bateman. And only about 3 yards, but I like that. It's going to make the Steelers think a little bit. Sorry. I'm making a note about the run game changes. Like, yeah, it's in a sense, it kind of is his first inaugural home game against the Steelers in this rivalry. So it's kind of exciting in a sense. Lacey 0. Just I heard a hot call from, I don't know if it was the offense or the defense. Likely the man in motion here. Lamar looking for him. Going over the middle to Zay. And another first down for the Ravens. As Joey Porter Jr. seemed to be hanging on to him a little extra after the play there. Definitely they're trying to get the Ravens to penalize, and great pass protection from the Ravens, especially on the left side of the offensive line. Slenderbomb all the way over to Stanley, all one-on-ones, and absolutely crushed their one-on-ones. Right side, I think, did pretty well, but I didn't get a great look. 12:30 on the clock here. Likely a consistent theme of motion for the Ravens today. And my stream just froze up, so pardon me for a second while I try to get the game back up and running. I was trying to watch this on Fox, but Fox seemed to also be listening to me and kind of cut the way I did it last time. Lamar, strip sacked, ball's out! And it was Ronnie Stanley, or the right side of the D-line for the Steelers, left side of the Ravens. Lamar didn't see the pressure coming and does a good job getting the ball out. Stanley, though, able to get the ball back, and yep. And that's Alex Highsmith beating Stanley one-on-one out there on the island. Just beats him to the edge. Highsmith able to strip the ball from Lamar Jackson. Ravens lucky to get that ball back. Coming into this game, the Steelers are number 1 in takeaways in the NFL. 15 forced fumble recoveries. And they were looking for another one there. Man, this stream keeps cutting, bro. Now it's like the game's even further behind now. And I apologize, guys. Gamecast is probably going to be ahead of me. I mean, it's like not really a sack, but he did strip the ball out from Lamar before he got the ball forward. A 95 would have then leveled Lamar. So, worked out in a certain sense. 3rd and 19, though, after the play. Lamar buying time, but he's just, he gets it to just, okay, no catch. I was about to say, he was so far behind the line of scrimmage, like. Is this Tom Brady calling the game? It sounds like Tom Brady's voice. And punt team out for the Ravens after 2 big negative plays. Destroy the first drive, basically. And, Wallace has a chance. Did he get it? I think he did. Ball should be down at the 1 for the Ravens. Tylan Wallace making a diving play into the end zone to swat the ball back. Great job by the young man. And again, can I harp on this enough? I was never a fan of the Deontay Hardy signing. I hated all the Baltimore Raven writers who praised it up, talked about it, and hyped it up, while, in my opinion, shitting on Tylan Wallace. And now all of those same writers want to give Tylan Wallace all this fucking love. Suckers. That's all I'm going to say. Suckers. You should have had faith in him by watching him over the previous years. There ain't nothing Hardy did that he didn't do as well. And you can't say Tylan hasn't put in the work, done everything Harbaugh wants. He's a Harbaugh type of guy. There's a reason he's not in the doghouse. I'm sorry. Heated moment, guys. Like, I watched people shit on people like Tylan for years. Like, and then when we signed Hardy, no one wanted to really give Tylan that chance. And then Aguilar's come back, and then Devontae Walker, and then they were still talking about keeping another wide receiver. And I was like, yo, disrespectful, just disrespectful to everything he's done as a player. Like, and that's the type of stuff that makes players want to leave Baltimore, like some of the other guys. That's why Geno signed with Cincinnati. That's probably PQ. We just couldn't keep PQ. PQ was a number game. And, that was simple. But when I ran the numbers for the Ravens, what bugged me is Cincinnati signed Geno for less than I was willing to sign Geno for. Just to keep that continuity in the secondary, basically. And again, Geno was a guy that had stayed here, been a roster bubble guy, given us heart and soul for years. And don't get me wrong, I had my critiques of Geno. I love Geno, but the one thing I always preached about Geno Stone was that he always hustled hard to the ball. He never stopped running. And that's why he always came up with either like the tipped interception or the fumble recovery. It was heart and hustle. Of course, he didn't have that elite speed like some of these other top free safety guys. Heart and hustle, though, will always be my number 3. And I think he felt disrespected. And I think the Ravens didn't give him the number. But, I don't know. Let's see here. We got Jones, Beak, Washington, Harris, and Tavius Robinson in here. So, of course, Steelers at the 1 with 10:50. Ravens got... Weird, though. No Pierce in this. This is like a goal line run formation, and they don't have Pierce in there. Oh, my God, dude. My stream cut again. I got to find a new one. Hold on. Give me one moment. My streams just keep cutting out, man, and it's not good. It's not good. Let's go this one and see how it's doing. Apologies again. I tried to watch this game on Fox, but Fox was just being kind of, working through security checks right now. 1 second. That should have been the last security wall. Boom. Sorry. We're poor. We're poor boys. We pirate games like everybody else. 3rd and 2, though. So the Steelers got off the goal line. God, dude, it cut again. I don't know. Okay. I was about to say, never have this many issues. I was about to say I'm putting out 5K at 30 FPS and only using 3% of the CPU. And Russell takes a shot as he gets rid of the ball, and that should be intentional grounding. The Ravens sideline is screaming for it. And the refs are now convening after the play. This could be a loss of down as well. But he was outside the pocket, was he not? Okay, yeah, I was about to say. He was definitely outside the pocket, so that's not an intentional grounding. But it is an illegal shift, which I think the Ravens will decline. So punt team coming out here for the Steelers. Loved that I heard the Ravens crowd on that 3rd down. I feel like that hat that Harbaugh's wearing is so boring. Like, really? Gotta get the Harbaugh clap. And Desmond King going to get a chance to return. Shakes the first guy. Still on his feet. Working down the field at the 50. Oh, ball's out! Oh, and the Steelers had a chance to recover it, but there's some pile of Ravens on it afterwards. 2 Steelers missed the opportunity. That's Logan Wilson and Matavakic. So the NC State rookie linebacker, and then I'm not sure, I think that's 41 was the other guy. But yeah, Desmond, ball just literally pops out. Luckily, number 49, Chris Board, the man to recover for the Ravens. And good return with a forward fumble is actually going to put the Ravens on the other side of the 50, so on the Steelers side to start the drive. What a wild sequence of plays here. But, I mean, this is a Steelers team. Again, 15 forced fumble recoveries, and that's technically now 2 forced fumbles in this game already. The Steelers out there putting grease on their hands. Oh, bah! We actually we got a new American Heroes Cup. So Mission Barbecue, I guess, actually started in Baltimore. So we've got their Wreaths Across America Cup. Wreaths Across America is a national nonprofit organization whose mission is to remember the fallen, honor those that serve, and teach the next generation the value of freedom. National Wreaths Across America Day takes place each December at more than 3,000 participating locations nationwide and is open to all people. What up, Daniel Barry? So cold. Does Taco Bell now have chicken tenders? Is that what's going on? What is this? Nuggets. Taco Bell has chicken nuggets now? I'm so intrigued slightly. I'm not gonna lie though. It would probably make for a really good salad. Like, no lie. I thought I had the game up, but I guess not. I'm a little scared, though, about all the forced fumbles already. I can't even lie to y'all. God, I'm just trying to find my fucking normal thing, and I can't find it on handoff up the middle. That's Henry. Great run and another first down after a gain of 12, though. 850 as the run game continues to get it done today. Hey, what up, Grandizer? I hope you have a good Christmas as well, my boy. 8:25 here. Trips left at the top side of your screen. Likely the lone man bottom. Another run to Henry going left side and another first down as they continue to go low on Henry. I wonder if he's going to start trying to hurdle somebody here soon. And yep. And great. And like, again, look at the backside containment. The one guy went for Lamar. And number 41 Wilson lost the inside containment on that play, and Henry just busted outside left all day. 7:50 on the clock. Strong right here for the Ravens. Andrews motioning over to the formation. And Henry, stiff arms one man, stiff arms a second, still going. And Henry is showing why his yards per game or carry increase throughout the later in the season. This is big man running right here in Baltimore, and I love it. This is what I've been waiting for the Ravens to do all year, man. The insides are winning finally. Like, this is, I don't know if this just what's going on with the Steelers, if they're playing certain formations. And the Steelers got a guy on the ground now showing an injury. And I think the Ravens fans think this is it's Joey Porter Jr. Hopefully he's okay. I think the fans think he might be faking to slow down the Ravens offense. And they're going to take an injury timeout here. It's early enough in the game. I don't think the Steelers are charged with one timeout, but let's watch here. I think Joey actually came in on this tackle, and I mean, he might be a little shaken up on that play, possibly concussed, honestly. He went low, and honestly, Henry kind of just ran him over, like almost took a knee to the head, took more like a knee to like the shoulder area a little bit there, like, and bounced off the turf. So, again, hope he's okay because he's definitely a little shaken up after that. I mean, yeah, Joey Porter's 193, 6'2", Henry's 245, and I mean, that was a form tackle. Just, again, he just gets run over. And that's the thing, he's fine, he's up, and then, but he might be a little ginger on. And 2nd and 1 when they come back with 7:11 left. I think he's a little ginger on his right leg. I mean, if you depending on the beginning and the middle of the year, yes and no. I was actually kind of hoping he was going to have a better year. We struggled on the inside run game a little bit early in the season. And we got a little power shotgun here from the Ravens. Handoff going up the middle, just trying to get the first down, and I think he's got it. One sideline judge coming in showing a first down. We'll have to see where the other one. And they call first down. So 6:50 here. Ravens with a fresh set of downs. Is that 1st and goal technically now? Darwin, was your score prediction for your game here? What was your... Oh. This is Lamar's first game against the Steelers with a home crowd. I'm hoping he puts up 3, man. But we'll see here. Here's his first shot. 1st and goal. It's going to be a handoff to Henry going left, and this time the Steelers are all over it, and Ravens are going to lose a couple. That's Alex Highsmith. And yeah, nothing they could do there. Hayward blows this play up. Gets past Stanley's going to miss his block on this. Yeah, Stanley's the one that let his man through on that one. Lamar, little fake toss right, little throw to Likely, and wide open as CCU's got their first touchdown. For those that don't know, Likely's from Coastal Carolina University, the Chanticleers. Alma mater status. And yeah, just a little fake toss right. Likely just kind of, not quite a wheel, just kind of sneaking out there, you know, and just easy throw, easy catch. And barring this PAT from the right hash mark, the Ravens should have a 7-0 lead to start this game. Beautiful kick by Tucker. Automatic. And Ravens a little lucky with those fumble recoveries, but sometimes you need a little bit of luck to win these types of games. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited. You know, last game, it was a game of field goals. Steelers only kicked field goals, basically, and hopefully the Ravens are going to continue their scoring. Like I said, I'd love to see at least 3 touchdowns from Lamar today. Just, you know, given what the media has talked about, there's been a lot of people in the media that, you know, talked about basically, this is one of the most important games of Lamar's entire career for the regular season. Just because, again, Steelers have won 8 of the last 9. Steelers lead the series 36-25 all time. Lamar's, but of course, we talked about it. This is also Lamar's technical first home game with like a real crowd in Baltimore. Between injuries and COVID years, it's kind of crazy to think about. Like when I saw that stat line earlier in this week, I was like, wait, I literally had to fact check it before the game. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I was like, is that real? I was like, or is this some bullshit like in one of my groups that like someone's like trying to troll or something like, and no shit. And then of course, Fox, what the very first thing after the teams come out, what do they talk about was that exact thing. The last time Lamar played the Steelers here at home, or his first time, they only had like 4,000 people in attendance. So it's a statement game for Lamar potentially, and I'm hoping he's going to make it. Of course, TJ Watt's been dealing with an ankle injury, but I think he is active for this game. Just no Pickens is going to hurt, no Deshaun Elliott's going to hurt, and no Dante Jackson's going to hurt for the Steelers. I'm really excited again to see if maybe we see some TJ Tampa sightings anywhere potentially. With no Jalen Armour Davis today. And let's watch here. They're breaking this down. Oh, they brought Ronnie Stanley over to the right side as an extra tackle against TJ. That's crazy. Talk about some ingenuity from Todd Monken on that touchdown pass. Beautiful. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the coaching staff right now today for the Ravens. Again, the fumbles could have really changed this game, though. So got to be careful. Really high kick here. Caught at the 10. And Ravens going to get a chance to hit him. And he's tackled at about the 25. So even Tucker's down there, I think, getting in on the hit. So that's pretty funny. Grandizer, are you like Peo spoilers allowed? I mean, yes and no. I don't care about spoilers as much until it's a very end of the game. Like they're lining up for the final field goal to win the game. But I will usually like cut the game cast off myself and be like, all right, guys, no spoilers. So no worries, my boy Grandizer. I was trying to watch this game on Fox. It's what I did last time. I did like incognito tabs and basically refresh the browser, and it allowed me to continue watching on preview, 1-hour previews. But Fox, I guess, decided to get rid of that for this game, and so it'd be like that. Over the middle, Wilson got a man, and that's number 15. Isn't that the guy that's a really good blocker for them, if I'm not mistaken? They talked about his blocking potential, and yeah, it's just right up the middle, a little seam route. I saw Malik Harrison getting a pass rush attempt on that one. Very interesting. Let's see. Tavius Robinson, Malik Harrison, Brandon Stevens up at the line of scrimmage with Marlin. Little play action. Michael Pierce showing some good pressure. Michael Pierce is going to get a sack. Let's go, big man. And Raven fans are getting a little O chant going. I thought I had the Pierce gif, but I guess not. Big man getting himself a sack. 2nd and 20. Four wide look here for the Steelers. Beak and Jones in the middle. Beak getting a good push. Little just pass to the halfback, Warren, and great tackle by Chris Board on the play. Roquan there with the assist. And it's going to be a 3rd and 8 here for the Steelers. 4:13 left here in the first. They're picking up the pace here a little bit. Oweh out on one edge. Kyle Van Noy. So Ravens showing that pass rush package here. 4-man push. Great pressure. Oweh and Joe or Beak were there, but Wilson's going to get the ball away. Did he catch it? They're saying it's a catch. And a first down, and that's I don't even know his name. Number 15. 2 catches now on the day. Skoranek. And just constant hustle and great throw, great catch, honestly. And Beak applies the initial pressure. Oweh loses his footing just trying to get to Wilson. Falls on the ground, sadly. 1st and 10. Ball in the 45 of the Ravens. Handoff going up the middle. Cuts back right. That's Jalen Warren. Still going and tackle, but not until after a gain of 8 or 9 yards. Beak all the way downfield. And you don't want to, like, it's great to see your defensive tackle 8 yards downfield making a tackle, but it's also a bad sign because it means they got through the first set line or first level. They basically got through the second level or are pushing through the second level. 2nd and 1. Twin stack left here for the Steelers. Let's see if Russell goes there. Ravens show pressure. Back out of it. Russell looks that way. Gets pressured, has to scramble right, and finds a man. Short pass, but it's a first down. And that's is that Connor? Number 83 here for the Steelers. Sorry, I don't have their official rosters. I used to like to do that. I used to actually like to go and print the official roster of the other team so I could have a multi-page like thing. But money-wise... Ooh, power formation here for the Steelers, expecting a run. I expect this run. And they're trying everything here. They keep making adjustments. Hamilton up at the line of scrimmage. Is he going to blitz? Looks like it. They run that way, and Hamilton gets pushed out, and that's a 9-yard gain for Jalen Warren as Ravens brought some pressure off that side, but Steelers did a good job blocking for it. Yeah, and that's, I think, not Broderick Washington, my God. The Georgia kid, Darnell Washington, number 80, I think, was out there blocking for Kyle Hamilton. And that is a tough assignment, actually. Darnell ain't no joke. For those that don't know, he excelled behind Brock Bowers for years over there in Georgia. Dynamic duo those two were. And another run up the middle, and Steelers with a first down. So Steelers pushing here into the red zone. Ravens eventually going to have to buckle down. But this has really been what the Ravens defense has changed into with the addition of Dean Pease coming in. That bend, don't break, don't give up the deep play. We'll give them first downs all the way down the field. The other team will end up with a lot of yards usually. But hopefully you keep them out of the end zone here. Steelers ball on the 22-yard line, flipping formation, I think. Russ, little play action, going over the middle, got a man, and tackled at the 1. Ardarius Washington in coverage, but a little too late on the cut, and that's Jefferson with the first down for the Steelers. And yeah, this is a little zone here. Yep. Cover 2, you run a post up the middle. Darius a little slow to come across the middle. Maybe it's cover 3. I don't know. Roquan was back there too. I would love to actually watch that coverage breakdown again. I wish they would show it so I could see how Roquan got back there, basically. Was it a man? Was it a zone? Even Tom Brady seemed a little confused the way he was calling it, but he eventually called it as, I think, a cover 2 zone with the post splitting the safeties, basically. God, and see, this is where I wish there was a way to like replay those plays ourselves in a certain sense. That's where if I had DVR in that game on cable, I could actually just rewind, go back, and then go back to live time, sadly. But that was definitely very interesting. Roquan back that deep. I know that's what the Bears used to do, is like run a cover 3 and they would drop Urlacher as that actually like that deep third almost in a sense. Like take basically to make it look like a cover 2, and then Urlacher would drop back there to take away that seam or that post, basically. But if the seam's coming on the opposite side of where he's dropping from, there's going to be still that fraction of a second where the quarterback can sneak the ball in. Well, we used to kind of call that on my team, we called it tight end pop, basically. And it was what my quarterback would call if he was under pressure. Tight end pop is just for me. Seam from the tight end will like in line, like basically try to, if I can, help with the blocking, but get off, seam it, and kind of be looking for the ball within the first 10 yards, like a very fast seam route. Surprisingly, very effective. Because the linebacker might think you're staying in with the block. He might, give you a little extra room because he does see you there. And it creates just weird timing and spacing. And it's just a beautiful safety outlet. If you can work it into an audible for a young tight end as well for your quarterback. Like, if your quarterback sees that pressure coming off the edge or something, or he's having trouble on that side, calling a pop. Take it a step further, you go Georgia style and you actually run it as a tight end screen too. So then you really can, you can start really drawing the linebackers to that side. Are they going to have to play it as a screen? Or they have to drop the short pass? And then, like I said, then it's just like a mind game. You start drawing up more plays based. Oh no, number 15, Skoranek, heading to the locker room. At least he was running in, but. Oh, you're watching the Fox preview? I got to figure out how to do that then, because let me see if I can get it on Fox Sports. Watch. I'm trying. I just missed the play, too. I heard it. McCole Pruitt. I think I actually did get it. I did. I got it on the Fox preview. Thank you, Azo. I had it up earlier and it wasn't giving it to me, but now I have it, so we should be a little more on time. Beautiful. Azo coming in clutch. Azo, what I did is I just opened an incognito window to do it, basically. I know that's what I did last time. And then I think last time what I did is I did a mixture of incognito, Edge, and Chrome is how I did it. And welcome in, David McNiner. How y'all doing today? Oh, I'm sad I missed the touchdown, though. I need to fix the quarter. And, man, there is no one around him, dude. What happened there? Yeah, I'll have to see. Ah, interesting, Azo. Interesting. I'll have to check that, actually. I know, tie ball game, 7-all. And Ravens. Oh, we got an injury update for the Steelers. Skoranek with a hip injury. Joey Porter with a calf injury. That's dope, Azo. Good to know. Good to know. All right, Ravens, let's get it going again. Yep. Okay. See trash flying in the air in front of the camera. Lamar, little play action left. Going deep down the left. Oh, and I don't know if he was going for Mark Andrews or Zay, but I think Zay's pointing at Mark saying, was it for him or is he saying, why is he in my space? Or like, I don't know. Zay kept pointing twice at Mark, looking at the sideline. I don't know if there was a miscommunication somewhere or if. Lamar going to keep it running and tackled. Gain about 8. We've got a flag on the play. Hopefully it's not a holding. Oh, it's in the secondary, so maybe Ravens might get one their way. Illegal use of hands to the face, defense. Automatic first down. And that's on Corey Trice. And that he's coming back from IR. And yeah, he snagged Bateman's face and just barely for a second, but it was. And they've loved Trice. He was on my draft special. I like Trice, but he's had 2 injuries. Good to see him out there, though. Handoff going left to Henry. Jukes back inside, and that's going to be a gain of what looks like about 4, maybe. And like, I love Tom Brady saying what I've been saying for weeks. How do you stop Derrick Henry? You've got to get him to change direction or slow down in the backfield. You got to stop his momentum. Once he gains momentum, objects in motion will stay in motion until a force is acted upon them at greater or equal levels. And Derrick Henry, with acceleration, is a lot of force. Mass times acceleration. It's simple physics. It's simple physics. Ricard checking out of the game here for the Ravens. 14:01 in the second. 2nd and 11 after the penalty. Strong right for the Ravens. Bateman and Zay, the lone wide receivers. Zay motioning up here close to the line, or I'm sorry, the formation. Oh, Stanley gets absolutely beat again, and we've got another flag here. And Stanley just absolutely got destroyed by Alex Highsmith on the play. Just ran around him. Lamar never had a chance to get that ball off. And this is holding. And that's holding on 64, so that's Linderbaum, I mean. God. And the most penalized team in the NFL continues to shoot themselves in the foot. But my God, Highsmith is destroying Stanley today. That is twice. And Stanley missed the run block earlier in one of the drives where Hayward blew through. But Highsmith ran right by Stanley. You can't have that happen, bro. Trips at the top side of your screen here. Short side of the field. Lamar looks that way. He's getting pressured, though. Rolling out and has to throw across his body to Bateman and incomplete. So looks like it might have been deflected. Keanu Benton. And again, the Ravens O-line is just getting wrecked right now. And that's one of those ones you need to flip the formation there. You have a trips motion stack, basically. So tray stack motion, right, but the large side of the field is the left. Why don't you utilize the large side? Oh, did Stout shanked it? Oh, and Stout shanked the punt. Trip motion. Right. And so that's what I don't like. So you go trip motion stack formation there, which we've seen them do a lot, but they go to the short side of the field. So you're already like where Lamar's trying to make his biggest read is where there's the least amount of space. And then on top of that, they pressure hard from Stanley's side. So Lamar has to roll that way. So now there's even less space to work with. Everyone knows where the ball's going unless Lamar makes a 1 in fucking 50 throw essentially across his body and deep, and the Steelers play undisciplined defense, which is not a Steeler thing. It just when you could have switched the formation, got him eyes on where the pressure was going to come from, like And again, where did the strip sack earlier come from? Stanley's side, bro. Like, if there is somebody in the Ravens office that listens to me every once in a while, please address this right now. Utilize the larger side of the fields. Make sure that that's in the game note for Lamar. We're going to put that on the tablet. Hey, make sure, dude, like on this, flip that formation. I know if Monken doesn't do it, you've got to do it. You've got to say, whoa. Why operate in a 15-yard box when I have a 30-yard box I can operate in? You know what I'm saying? It's a spacing game. It's a separation game. Everyone knows you're already passing. Like, and again, you put the first read, the primary play, like, unless you're running all crossers, which and maybe it was, but like, I feel like you still just put yourself in a small box with that. But, again, I am lower than an armchair quarterback. My knowledge of the NFL, football, play calling is a fraction of what these guys that are paid actual money to do it. That's all I'm saying. Like maybe I'm crazy. This guy's like, yeah, I love to sit beside you, Tom Brady, because you just talk and I don't have to say anything anymore and everyone loves us. Is this starting to rain in Baltimore? It kind of looks like it. Russell with a little play action, short little outlet pass to his halfback, and Warren able to pick up a first down. And again, Beak's making tackles 12 yards downfield. I love the fucking effort, bro. But my God, I hate to also see it because I don't want my defensive tackles to have to run 12 yards in the opposite direction to make a tackle. I love the effort. I love that player. But I want to fix the defensive problem in general. A little play action right. Russell rolling left. He might run with it. He is. And gain of what looks like about 7 maybe. Inside, just short of the 35-yard line. So Steelers in scoring position again almost. Pretty spry for not a young guy. Sorry. Oh. I realized today, too, I haven't bought anything for Christmas dinner yet. I just don't feel like cooking a ham, and I don't feel like cooking another turkey. And Najee Harris, run side left, still going, and a first down. Tackled at what looks like the 27-yard line, so Steelers almost in the red zone. Russell Wilson now was that 7-8? And look at that run blocking. They got everyone 5 yards downfield. Like, hey, they just called 44. They just called Marlon's number. So I'm guessing that was they were calling the toss play to the left. Interesting. Of course, Chiefs beat the fucking Lamar. 2 of God, I need glasses, man. 2 of 6. Oh no, I need glasses. That's sad. Wilson buying time, rolling right. He's going to run for it. He's got a big gap. And, ball's out. Takes a big hit from Darius Washington. He's signaling the Ravens have it. We got to wait till the end of the scrum. And they signal Ravens ball. And for some reason, Russ wanted to run for it and be a big man, and he takes a huge hit, and they're signaling Ravens ball. And he should have slid, and he takes a huge shot on his leg, and that ball comes out. And our Darius Washington credit with this fumble. And big hit for the Steelers there. And Russell definitely, that was a pride move. There was no reason for Russ to do that. You know what I'm saying? What a wild sequence of plays. Ravens got bailed out there a little bit. I'm not even going to lie with you. But yeah, I don't have any turkey. I don't have any ham. And then, I was talking to the girlfriend. I was like, we did a lot of ham last year, hammed out a little bit. And ham prices aren't really in good place, I feel like. Cooked a big 16-pound turkey for just me and her for Thanksgiving. I don't really feel like cooking another, turkey again. So I was like, I don't really know what I want to do. We're joking about going and getting a bunch of barbecue from Mission's Barbecue and just having a bunch of brisket for Christmas. I should have. They had a couple. Oh my God, what are they? Prime ribs left. I should have got one of their prime ribs, actually. Last time we went there, they only had 3 prime ribs left for Christmas, I think. I should have got them. Hey, my boy Azo coming in with that super chat for $2. Also part of the Flock membership. What's funny, Azo, is they actually just incorporated OBS and YouTube Studio the ability to create new goals for every live stream. So the thing is, I can promise a reward to the chat if we hit the goal. So that's 1 out of 10. I literally put, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Got to do some burpees, I guess, if we hit the super chat goal. Handoff to Henry, bounces out right, stumbling, and maybe about 3 yards, 2 to 3 yards. Gotta wait for Get Owned Kid to come in here. He loves to talk super chat and talk about his Steelers. Which I tell him every time I'm like, yo, you're allowed to come here. You're allowed to talk that smack. Scoreboard. Until it's the other way around, feel free, my homie. Ooh, a little quick motion right. Lamar going that way. Likely, and got him. What a beautiful catch by Isaiah Likely. Little corner out looks like there off the motion potentially. As the CCU kid continues to be a threat. And beautiful ball by Lamar. Look at that spiral. Look at that right on the side of his face mask. And yep, that's just a little corner route by Likely. And again, beautiful ball by Lamar. That's one you show on the tape constantly over and over again. Draw play, Justice Hill And good job, actually. I thought he was not going to get as many yards, but gains, well, it looks like maybe 4 or 5 on that. Cuts back inside as Hill shows off a little bit of that burst. You know what's really crazy? I really feel like the Ravens, if Justice Hill had been the starting running back, I feel like they would have had the same amount of production almost. Like, as wild as that is, like, Hill's a good back, man. I've always been a fan of Hill. I've always supported Justice Hill. Like, I love that we signed him to an extension. Handoff going left. There's Hill again in the big burst, still on his feet. Still going and tackle. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. And medical staff, as he hits the ground and he's not moving, he looks out cold. He jumped over a man, and as his head came down, he looks out cold. He is not moving at all. Oh, God, no. And just goes down on the backside of his head, and he's immediately on. I see movement in his legs right now, so that's a good thing to see, but oh my God. Yep, I used to do fries for ham dinner, but that was, dude, that was. So Hill had a great play. He made multiple people miss. On the final tackle, the Steeler guy, goes for a good formed leg tackle, right at the thighs, like hip, solid leg tackle. Hill kind of like jumps over it. And as he's going over, he's kind of, falling and turning to the side. The back right, like quarter of his head, about right here, slams on the turf. And like I said, he immediately went completely unresponsive, no movement anywhere. We did see a little bit of movement in his legs. I'm guessing him probably, I'm hoping coming back to consciousness and, them probably telling him, hey, you're good, man. Just don't move. Just don't move. Like, you're good. Like, but we're going to pray that Justice Hill's okay. And immediately Ravens staff was like screaming for medical staff and motioning them over. It was so quickly and easy to see. That was a scary concussion injury. NFL Sunday ticket, only $49. And Hill is up under his own power. He is, of course, walking to the blue medical tent to get evaluated. Oh, they're taking him back in the locker room, as they should. And he's trying to tell the Raven fans to cheer here as he walked back into the locker room, but I understand they're definitely very... $8.50 here in the second as the Ravens get continued at the 45-yard line of the Steelers. Steelers look like they're bringing some pressure. Zabe wide open over the middle, still going, and look like a face mask at the end. Ravens are calling for it, and there's the flag for it as looked like Fitzpatrick grabbed Zabe by the face mask there at the end. So tack on an extra 15 on top of an already... how large is that play? 14-yard play by Zay. Run action, pop pass. I'm glad that I heard Tom Brady use a phrase that I used to use in football. 8:20. Ravens now on the 16-yard line here. So in the red zone. Lamar going to keep it. And nowhere. That was a bad design QB run. And officially, Justice Hill has been ruled out of the game with a concussion. So, Rasheen Ali. So, the rookie. Oh, no. So, for those that don't know, Rasheen Ali was known, I think, for having fumbling issues in his scouting report in college. And against, like, the number one forced fumble team in the NFL, that is a little terrifying. I'm not going to be honest, or I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think Derrick Henry will check out for the rest of the game. And Lamar going deep down the left side, and Mark Andrews had a chance, but would have had to make a great catch. I feel like he doesn't have that speed anymore, man. Yeah, if Andrews, man, if you just kept running a second longer, nah. It's a little high, but like if he just would have kept running instead of going up like that. He was expecting Lamar to throw that high pass, and Lamar gave him a good ball just to keep running. It's just me solo, not me for dinner. Oh, yeah, man. I understand that. Jackson going deep in again. Bateman, toe tap, it looks good. Sideline judge says it's good. Touchdown, Ravens. Rashad Bateman. And again, I've been so big in Bateman's corner, just a little corner route and beautiful run it to the back pylon. And here comes another beautiful ball by Lamar. 1 foot, toe drag on the second. Absolutely no question if this is a catch. And, Lamar continues to put on a passing clinic. He has absolutely improved on these balls. And that's what I told everyone like a year ago. I'm like, man, you don't understand a 3% difference in Lamar's deep ball accuracy would have resulted in like 40 plus points in some of these games. Like, it's that wild how much just a 3% difference, especially when the ball's going 50 yards, can make a difference. But a lot of it's just timing, man. Lamar getting time with these wide receivers, getting a chance to play with them. Bateman always dealt with injuries. And again, I've been in Bateman's corner since day one. When he signed the extension, oh my God, my love for him exploded more. I'm going to keep it honest. And for those that don't know, Rashad Bateman signed, I felt like, one of the most humble deals I've ever seen in my entire life. And I felt like his numbers and the contract extension he signed for spoke volumes about the character of him. It's the type of contract and play and person that if he even plays even mildly up to the expectations of the contract, the next contract, I would be willing to overpay him, honestly, by a certain percentage. I'd say I'd overpay him by 20% to be 100% honest with you. Like, on what I would think his contractual value is, just because, I might go 25. Just because, again, I think it speaks volumes about his character. And that's a guy I won't. That's a guy I will always keep in my locker room. Russell, though, 7 to 8 for 78 yards. Jackson, 5 to 10 for 70 yards. 2 touchdowns. I said I wanted 3 from Lamar today. And Lamar technically has never had more than 2 touchdowns against this Pittsburgh Steelers team. So, I feel like whoever is doing the commercial for the NCAA women's basketball, get somebody else. That was so cringe to listen to. I like that they were promoting the game. That's exactly what they do need to be doing to promote the women's game. But whoever was doing it, I felt just so cringe listening to him. Like, whatever sound effect the voice had, like, That's not an easy throw, Tom. Shut up. It's a 25 corner on a one-on-one. And look at Rosengarten, one-on-one with TJ. Shut him down. Let's go. I like the young guy they got sitting right beside Monken. There's someone right beside Monken today, like hit on his hip. I love it. 7:28 here. Kick away, going through the back of the end zone. We've got a 14-7 Ravens lead halfway through the second quarter. Let's think about this. Steelers have been running a lot of play action. They've honestly been passing more than I thought they would. Jaylen Warren did have some good runs, but I feel like we can take that away. I'd love to see the Ravens bring a little more pressure here. They've been bringing a solid 4. I know you might give up some big games, but Lamar's showing that he's going to get it done today. I've got faith in the offense. Let's be a little more aggressive on the defensive side here, Ravens. That would be my advice to you here. But, again, who am I? Who am I? Ravens show 5 at the line. Little play action. Again, they're running so much play action. Tavius chasing him. Oh, and Russell's just going to get rid of this ball. And Roquan wants a intentional grounding, but the rule is if they are outside the tackle box, it's not an intentional grounding. And I'm pretty sure Russell was outside that tackle box, so that is the correct call. Azo said, about to watch Mufasa. I have you in my ear. I need exceptional play casting. Heard, my boy. And that's what I'm saying. They're running so much play action. Let's go after him. Bring something that's going to get there and breach their pass prot. Ravens are showing pressure here. Let's see if they bring it. They do a little bit. Harrison backs out, though, and great hit by Nate Wiggins on the play. Short pass by Wilson. Only going to be a gain of about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Going to be a 3rd and long here for Ravens in exactly where the position they want to be. I'm sorry, 3rd and 5 officially. My apologies. I mean, Russ has not been playing terrible, Kenny, other than he got prideful. If he wasn't prideful and hadn't lost that fumble and just slid, the Steelers would have a tie ball game right now. Oh my God, my pen just exploded on me. Holy shit. I feel like I'm missing a piece. I know I play it too much too, but. And play clock's expired. And did we get a timeout or a flag? Definitely missing something. Prior to delay a game, Steelers got a timeout. So it is going to cost the Steelers a timeout, but. Steelers country, let's weld. This is subpar welding. All right, here. 3rd and 5. Steelers now down a timeout. Ravens, give your D coordinator a timeout here on this drive. Give your defensive coordinator 1 timeout on this drive. You've got the potential 6:35. You're not going to need all 3 at the end, potentially. But now's not the time. Ravens show pressure. Roquan and Kyle Van Noy standing up here. Roquan's going to back out. They still only bring 4 on the stunt, but it's great pressure. And Beacon Van Noy get there as the stunts along the Baltimore Ravens defensive line create enough confusion. And the front 4 get the sack. Beacon Van Noy are dancing in the backfield. Let's watch here. Yep, and Beacon Van Noy stunt. Travis Jones sets an edge. And great sack. Great drawn up play there by the defense. Punt team out for the Steelers. And gonna fair catch at the 28-yard line. So Ravens gonna have about 72 yards to go here for. We got the beak. And Ravens have a chance now to extend this lead, hopefully. Like, They ran the exact same play. That's hilarious. Facts. Grandizer. Van Noy's still getting it done. Good. You know what's funny, Grandizer? You might not know this because you don't come here a lot. I have been working out solid 3 days a week for over like a year straight now. Kyle Van Noy is like an inspiration to me to get back in the gym. I joked to myself, I was like, God damn it, if Kyle Van Noy can do it, I can do it. Me and Kyle Van Noy are almost the same exact age. Me and Kyle Van Noy ran the same 40 time. Me and Kyle Van Noy are almost the same height, weight, arm measurements, like everything across the board. Same thing with Isaiah Likely, just about. The tight end for the Ravens. Isaiah and Kyle, I think, have maybe about an inch on me. I'm going to be honest, though. But your boy's been hard in the gym on that Kyle Van Noy life. Because I watched Kyle Van Noy at my age sign an extension for like $6 million, basically. Like I used to joke how I watched Hunter Renfrow sign that 3-year, $15 million deal. Your boy's kind of getting there, man. My arm's pretty big. I've been working solely on my triceps lately. Haven't even been working bicep. But I've put on like 10 pounds of muscle since I've been up in my calorie intake. I found out my problem was I was working out hard, but I wasn't eating enough calories, man, to even maintain my size. And Kyle Van Noy now 9.5 sacks on the season. That's a career high for him. And that's what they're talking. He was sitting on his couch, not playing, and now he's got 9.5 sacks in the NFL. Legitimately, I've thought about there's an NFL agent down the road from me. I thought about seeing if he would. I don't think technically I could go to the NFL right away. I have to go to CFL or XFL, I think. I'm a psycho, guys. I legitimately I have on my iPod. I don't use my iPod for workout anymore. But on my iPod, I downloaded not only Ray Lewis's like Madden speech when he was on the cover like 2013, 2014, but he gave a speech at a youth center in downtown Baltimore at a Boys and Girls Club. It's like about a 30-minute speech. I downloaded that speech and I used to listen to it before my football games. Like, bro, I psych myself up before certain things like so hard. And run up the middle here as the Ravens get started finally with 5:50 left here in the second quarter. And a gain of maybe about 4 yards. Got that Popeye workout. It's nothing but spinach and olive oil. I've got a video where I did a little circle drill, kind of like Jalen Hunt, but of course, man, it's so bad. It's so bad. And it's when I first started working out a little more. And Ollie in there, and short pass to Zay Flowers. I know Kenny's happy to see that finally, and a first down for the Ravens. Corey Trice, the man in coverage for the Steelers. That's so sad, Grandizer, about Van Noy, that he chased him away from the fence. You know what's funny, Grandizer? I have actually applied for multiple positions with the Miami Dolphins, football and non-football related, 100%. And yes, Zay does go backwards a good bit. Little play action, Lamar, little slight roll right, buying time. He's going across his body, and oh, Zay had it, but number 39 makes a great play to force an incompletion. And like Brady's saying, that breaks every rule for quarterbacks. And that's Fitzpatrick with a great play for the Steelers. Grandizer said, Van Noy did so many things for a team. His play may not be as great as it was, but it's like said, Van Noy's having a great, yep. And it's a thing, man. They unlocked what he was good at, you know. He's a combination player. He's speed and power. And with the stunts, it really works for him well when he gets matched up against a guard. Jackson keeps it and not going much, only about a gain of 2 on that play. Should bring up a 3rd and 8 with 4:20 left in the second quarter. I got to clear my cache soon. I got 20 minutes left on the Fox preview. Lamar looking over the middle, going left, got Mark Andrews for a first down. And on a 3rd and 7, Lamar and Mark Andrews connect for a first down on the left side here. 3:30 and ticking. Ravens essentially in a 4-minute drill. They are picking up the pace here. Ball on the 48 of the Steelers, so they are across midfield. And handoff going left. Henry still on his feet. Spins out of a tackle. Stiff arm still going. And he's tackled, but not until he's 13 yards downfield. And another Ravens first down. And again, if you don't know the stat line, throughout Derrick Henry's career, his yards per carry average actually increases as the year goes on. And that's just how it goes. And the little kid wearing the Ravens chain, showing off his chain to the camera. Strong right here for the Ravens. Likely the man in motion. Hand off to Henry, and met in the backfield. No gain on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 10, 2:35. Ravens still have all 3 timeouts. Wouldn't mind seeing them possibly use one here soon to get advantage of that 2-minute warning even more so. And 2:18, 20 seconds on the play clock. So Ravens, they're putting the jacket on Lamar. They're going to take this to the 2-minute warning. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of how much time they wasted. That little kid is so happy to be there. My apologies. I just, I don't know. I don't know if I was really a fan of how much time they just wasted there. It goes pretty good, Grandizer. We do the Friday Jackbox gaming every Friday night, like more of an adult comedy style type of show. We normally get about probably like 70 views or so, but it's also a show that I encourage all the other content creators in the channel or that are playing to like also broadcast it to their channels, so that they can just it's a good source of content. I feel like Kenny says, can't believe the Steelers' answer this season was Russell Wilson. They needed a quarterback. I've been very vocal about it about the Steelers for the years that all they needed was a freaking quarterback, man. But they just refused to truly invest into the position, like draft pick and free agency. Like it was just weird. They finally made somewhat of a movie this year, and look at that, it worked out. But again, the Steelers are running so much damn play action. Take advantage of it. Oh, Beyonce's doing the halftime show on Christmas? That's going to be interesting. Of course Beyonce is. Jay-Z has music rights in the NFL. Of course Jay-Z or Beyonce gets a halftime show on Christmas. I'm sorry, Beyonce. Don't send me a Christmas basket at my door to remind me that you know where I live. And after the 2-minute warning, we're finally coming back here. You might be right, Kenny. That, like I said, that forced fumble that was on Russell Wilson, that was 100% his pride showing on display for everybody right there. All right, 2nd and 9, though. Ball on the 35-yard line. Ravens looking to get a first down and get in the red zone. Deep drop, blitz coming, and unable to connect with Zay Flowers over the middle. Zay was wide open, but Lamar, I think, missed the ball a little bit. He was falling back a little too hard. Yeah, he was just constantly dropping backwards. And there's Terrell Austin, the defensive coordinator for the Steelers. Isn't he a former Raven defensive back coach? Or am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. 1:55 left here. Ravens need to convert here. 3rd and 9. And here's that same formation we saw earlier. And Jackson gets the ball off to Likely. Oh, got to watch the big hit coming. And Cameron Hayward delivers a big hit. Not much of a gain, so Tucker coming out here for the field goal. Justin Tucker. And Steelers going to use the timeout to preserve time. So Ravens now have 3 timeouts potentially. Darwin, did you see the question this week that I saw? Who needs a Super Bowl win the most? Who needs the Super Bowl win the most? Jackson or Allen? Both of them. They both do. I mean, she put out like the Country Not Country album this past year, but that's about it. Let's see. 4th and 8. Tucker out here. 51-yard attempt from the left hash mark. Bad snap. Great hold, though. And Tucker right down the middle. And just like that, we've got a 17-7 game Baltimore. And again, that was a bad snap. And Stout did a great job recovering and getting the ball back on the target. Tucker delivered a great kick. Woo! He had to reach so hard for that ball. That was a great hold, great kick. I just love, and talking about music, Grandizer, I told people for years I was not a big Drake fan. I didn't think his bars were that good. I got weird vibes from him, you know. And then now, of course, 2024, they not like us. They not like us. So, you know, it's just funny. But it was, like, I looked at one of my boys, and hold on, we got a kickoff here by Tucker. And through the back of the end zone. I looked at one of my boys. I was playing Fortnite. I was like, well, and I was trying to get them to listen to like NF and Toby Nigwe and, you know, some other stuff. And Lamar's a little upset right now talking to someone on the sideline. And I told my boy, I said, why do you like Drake? He said, well, everybody likes Drake. I said, well, that's not a good reason. Like, tell me, like, could you give me, like, some lyrics, bro, from, like, one of his albums, like, that you really like some bars? Like, you know, could you, like, tell me, like, you know, like, don't get me wrong, people that make his beats are good and stuff, but, like, and he makes you know, people that bops on the charts, they're catchy, you know, but, like, I don't think it's good music. And, he couldn't give me any reason other than other people like Drake. And that's why he listens to Drake, because other people listen to Drake. And I was like, I'm going to be honest with you, that's the most sheep answer I've ever heard in my life. And then he got really mad about that. And then like descended even more into chaos. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't take the high road. I started making bleeding sounds at him, the sound that sheep make. Because I looked at him, I was like, He's like, bro, I don't want to listen to that other guys. Oh, and Kyle Hamilton lays the hammer. And clock keeps going technically. 55 seconds. Steelers only have one timeout. Ball on about the 47-yard line of the Steelers, so still not across midfield. Russell buying time, rolling right. And he's just going to throw this one away. Stop the clock with 41 seconds. But, yeah, they were like, yo, I don't even want that in my, like, my mix. And I'm like, yo. And then I was like, here's the thing. I'll listen to any music and then I'll make a judgment. You're saying my music's bad, but you won't even listen to it or try it. You know, you won't even listen to the rapper that I'm trying to tell you to listen to. And I was like, so you're making an uneducated opinion and I'm making an educated opinion. And short pass over the middle, and Russ has got it to Freiermuth. The tight end, 34 seconds, as they've got to probably spike it here, I'm guessing. Doesn't look like Russ is. They're going to continue to operate no huddle. And to the halfback, that's Jalen Warren. Oh, got a first down. Might have been a face mask, but got a 10-plus yard gain with 16 seconds. Here comes that final timeout, and I'm guessing Boswell's coming on for the field goal. Yep. I feel you, man. I like every genre of music, 100%. And it was a face mask. That's a face mask. I don't know. I'd look like a face mask. Got away with one possibly. It hit his shoulder pad and arm first, but then it caught his face mask and turned the head. That's a face mask call. But no penalty, so. Hey, what up, Mark? How you doing, my boy? Man, I'm almost out of Crown and Coke. I'm going to have to go make another Crown here soon. I should have made it before halftime. I like to at least stick around for halftime just in case there's any raids or anything like that, but it'd be rough, bro. Oh, they're going to try to get a couple yards. You got to watch the sides here. I mean, they do have enough time for a spike, too, so this could go over the middle. Wilson's going to run it. They're just trying to line it up in the middle. They got to spike it, though. And they get it off of a 5, so they were just trying to get like 3 more yards and line it up in the middle here for Boswell. And that's what I said. I looked at the clock and said, wait, they got enough time to spike here. I'd go over the middle, actually, because everyone's going to expect the outside pass. $51-yarder. So Tucker hit a 51. Boswell looking to respond with his own 51-yarder. From dead center. And it's good. Great kick. And no lie, I had a buddy, he works at the liquor store that I go to. And he's a Steelers fan, so I always like to talk to him when I'm there. We talk a lot about different things in football. And I asked him, I was like, I mean, do you think with this team you got a legit shot at Super Bowl this year? You know, and he was like, honestly, if we win a Super Bowl, we win the Super Bowl on the leg of Chris Boswell. And I looked at him, and it was right after, of course, they had beat us, and, you know, Boswell had scored every point in that game. And I was like, you know what, though? You ain't wrong, homie. You ain't wrong. Like, hey, good stuff, Kenny. They got you the extra points. Good stuff. Kenny says the guy at the liquor store is not your friend. He is your dealer. You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, though. Does it depend on how many personal details you've shared with each other? I guess it only depends on how many personal details he's shared with you. Kenny, are you saying you can't be friends with your dealer? That's mean. Actually, psychology says most of people's dealers are generally started as their friends. Like 30%. So I was going to say majority. Like about 30% of people's dealers are usually started as one of their friends. Basically, a dealer saw his friends using and like wanted to make sure that they could also get safe stuff and was like, well, shit, I could just market it to my friends. And I'm totally not speaking from experience either, and totally had this conversation with one of my psychology teachers while we exchanged really odd looks. You know what was really weird? Your boy might have, been a bud tender way back in the day, if you catch my drift. And what was super awkward was one of my college professors showing up one day with one of my buddies. And I was just sitting there looking at him. And I was like, bitch, you teach musical appreciation and musical theory at our college right now. Like, fun fact, Coastal Carolina at one point, I think, had the highest arrest of drug-related arrests per capita of students in the entire country at one point. They tried really hard to hide that fact. Like, CCU is definitely an interesting place to go. Like, it's not bad. It's gotten better over the years, that's for sure. When CCU first started, it was a little sketch. But CCU has grown actually into a big school. And the problem, honestly, CCU has, they need more room to expand, which is like the opposite. FGCU here has so much room to expand, but they're like too slow. They don't have enough backing. There's not enough business infrastructure here. Like, they need some changes. They need some help. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. I am so tired, guys, right now. Like, it's because I really haven't like eaten anything today. And I feel like I went and ate some hot honey pizza last night, but I feel like I didn't eat enough. So I feel like I'm super short on calories right now. Whew. Another side effect of working out so much, I'm like actually having to get ready to start ordering like double XL shirts because I'm putting on like so much muscle, and especially like in my upper body, chest, like losing my love handles, getting them sex cuts. We got raided living off campus in Delaware, and oh, bro. What's funny is when I did it, a bunch of county cops knew I did it, but they just didn't care because there's more important shit than weed to care about. Damn, they shot your dog, bro? That's fucking wild. Woo! Dang, Mahomes took a big shot right there. Look at that Grinch dude wearing the Ray Lewis jersey. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I knew that. Should have known the Chiefs were gonna beat them. Like, should have known. Is this alone right now? Yeah. I would be so about this. Extracted, interesting, new like Survivor style show, like where they're out in the woods trying to survive, like picking at my nails. The stress. I can't speak on stream all the different stuff I've. Oops. Let's see here. See if this works. Does it reset my time? It does. So Azo, you don't even have to reset your cache. If you just close your incognito window, reopen the incognito window, and just go back to it, it resets it basically. Because essentially, it kind of, I guess, is resetting your cache. So, fun fact: you can watch this game for free on Fox. People don't realize Patrick Mahomes' trainer primarily focuses. If y'all haven't seen the video, supposedly the way Patrick Mahomes' trainer works, he's like says he wants his Patrick to have a dad bod in a sense. Like he doesn't want him having maxed out like muscle mass and like, you know. Oh, they're finally starting to go after Xavier Worthy more. Are they done for the year? They did lose, man. They're definitely we technically we play them on Christmas, so no Tank Dell, no Stefan, like definitely gonna hurt. Like and the way they just keep hyping Kansas City as the #1 seed, like oh no, Baltimore's 1-8 against the Steelers and had to lead 5 times of those games, like at halftime. That's not what you like to hear. I gotta stop messing with my fingernails. My apologies. Being over ADHD OCD. No. I need to turn it off. All right, with that, guys, give me a moment. I am going to go grab another drink. I will be right back. The dog in the background. It's actually my dog's toy. Yes, you can, Kenny. But yeah, I give my dog like toys just to absolutely shred. She's such a good girl. All right, third quarter. Let me fix that. Handoff going left, cut up the middle, and nowhere is Kyle Hamilton's there. But yeah, my dog, like, even when I give her stuff to tear apart, she won't eat the stuffing or anything like that. She just rips it all out, throws it everywhere. So we give her toys just to let her shred them, basically, to get like that, that primal urge out in a sense. Little play fake, and nowhere that time. Looking for Van Jefferson Stevens in coverage. 3rd and 10 here for the Steelers to start the game. You know what's funny, Kenny, is the actual law says that it's any site that shows more than 50% adult content. I joked with my girlfriend. I was like, does that mean Twitter's going to get banned in Florida? Screen draw. Ravens bring pressure. Here comes Kyle. And Russell throws a short pass and just gets it off. And punt team coming out for the Steelers. And I love they're blitzing more. I swear, dude. I swear it's sometimes like there is someone in the Ravens office that actually listens into my streams. But that's absolutely wild and untruthful. Punt here, and good punt for the Steelers. And it's going to keep rolling. And that's down at the 8-yard line, it looks like. So Ravens going to have a 92-yard field to go here to start the second half. Nope. You're turning into your parents. Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents. A full month of the college playoffs. It's like the holidays, but for college football fans. Go State! Our defense will have to play lights out, but our defense stinks. That's a pretty funny college football commercial. I can't lie to you on that. Check my phone. My girlfriend was going to get a kid a ripstick, like the little boards for Christmas, and someone stole the ripstick out of the box, and it's the last one. That's so sad. Special Forces. We're world's toughest tests. It's like a 5-week challenge where they have to do like special force type of stuff. And of course, Ravens would love to win this game because Christmas game coming up in 4 days. I mean, Steelers got to play the Chiefs on Christmas Day too. So either way, both these teams got it rough over the next couple days. But if Lamar gets one more touchdown pass, that would be the most touch. He's never had more than 2 against the Steelers. So, by the way, Joey Porter back here for the Steelers. So they got their starting corner back on the... Again, ball on the 8-yard line here for the Ravens. 13:45 here in the third. Bateman in motion. Little handoff going left. That's Henry. Cuts up the middle. And got a first down and some. That's an 11-yard gain. And Henry is continuing just to bowl up the middle. And finally, again, like I mentioned, the Ravens' inside run game getting going finally. I don't know what adjustment they made, but it's working. Little play. Oh, and I just heard someone scream the F-bomb. And someone's down for the Ravens, too. We've got a false start on the Ravens, too. On Ronnie Stanley. Wonder if that was Ronnie who screamed it. And Harbaugh definitely disappointed. 1st and 15 now after the false start by Ronnie. Likely in motion. Stacked right, double tight end, Likely and Andrews. Lamar looks left, going right. Henry's out there on out pass. Stiff arms, one man, still going. And tackled by number 94 from behind. And the defensive backs have no chance on him there. Good gain on the pass to Derrick Henry. And Lamar going to keep it running. Got a first down and tackled just past the 30-yard line. So probably going to mark it at the 30. 12-10. Ravens have advanced the ball now. What is that? 20 plus yards? Got 70 to go. Yep. Queen had him on the outside, but Lamar cut back inside to get the first down. That was some smart running. Ricard in motion. They're going to run a play action that way. Lamar throwing back left to Mark Andrews. Spin. Oh, it looked like he had spun out of the first guy, but he was down. Joey Porter able to make the tackle. Andrews knew he almost had a big gain. See, like, whoever's announcing this USC-UConn game, not cringe. Well done. Like, that's how you do it, Fox. Good job. Like, ain't got to be super weird about it, bro. Tag, tag, blink, 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 blink. I love listening to all their calls real quick. And Henry going off the left guard, and good gain of 4, just short of the first down, inches. So 3rd and 1. And I love, though, that, oh, here we go. They're lining up quickly. Power left. Oh, Henry's going to lose yards on the play. I think Ronnie is screaming something, and obviously Ronnie's the man that missed his block, and he's highly upset. Let's watch here. And Ronnie drives his man actually out. It's not Ronnie, but there's nobody to fill where Ronnie drove his man. Like, I think McCary didn't go left. I feel like McCary messed up his block on the left side. And here's a Jordan Stout punt. Shanked one today. Oh, that was close to being blocked. Good punt, though. Fair catch called for. They won't care. And Terrell Austin wants fair catch interference. Not going to get it. 9:52, looks like about the 12-yard line. So Stout with a great punt there to flip field position. Here comes Russell Wilson and the Steelers offense. I have actually the Myrtle Beach-opoly version of Monopoly. Is this like some online Monopoly game now? Chris Pratt and Kiki. Monopoly Go. So they're just pushing a Monopoly. You know what's funny? I actually have a Monopoly card game. It's actually pretty fun. Not going to lie to you. It's one of those ones, we got a bunch of card games, board games. You know, me and the girlfriend every once in a while. You know, we just play some. Like, we got Pandemic. We have the Biohacker expansion of Pandemic. We got like a couple of like the Lost Island games or whatever. Like I said, we got a Monopoly card game. It's just a good fun time every once in a while. You know, just sit down, maybe like have some wine, cut some cheese, basically make your own like charcuterie board. You know what I'm saying? Like light a candle and play some board games and card games. Like, and like, I'm gonna be honest, I had to find games that were co-op for her because you know, she doesn't like to lose, but also neither do I. But also, when most people are playing checkers, your boy is playing chess. Because your boy did love to play chess. No. Most time people say that they are so unaware of their own situation. But oh, they're advertising for the UFL. That's interesting. Tomlin is having fun. He looks so loose, man. Harbaugh just looks like he knows something. They both look like they already know something. I'm not liking that. 9:50 here as Russell Wilson gets started from the 12-yard line. 88-yard drive to go. Little play action as we've seen constantly. Going deep down the right sideline. And, oh, was he in, though? They're saying he was in. Calvin Austin. As it stands, a 44-yard gain. Let's watch and matched up against Nate Wiggins here. Oh, he got it. That's a beautiful catch. And they're going to quick snap just in case. Najee Harris with a run. And a quick maybe 4-yard gain for the Steelers. 9:20 as the Steelers are now on the 40-yard line of the Ravens, so they flip field position with one play. And that's the thing, man. These deep shots, like... Prime, prime, prime! Something the Steelers just called. It went hard count. 8-0. Najee Harris bouncing out right and big hit by Marlon Humphrey, followed by Roquan. And no gain on the play. Huge hits by the two veterans. Marlon came flying, dude. I thought it was Kyle Hamilton at first. And how fast Marlon closed in on that play. 3rd and 6. Marlon lined up on the slot. Why is Marlon on a knee? I think Marlon's trying to say he's got an injury. I don't know. I'm so confused. When after Marlon took the hit, I saw him wincing, honestly, and it didn't look like he was. I think he's pointing to his eye, his left eye, and I think he was taking a knee, saying, "Hey, I'm taking a knee." You know, injury basically, stop the play. They're spraying something into the corner of Marlon's eye, so I guess he's got something. And you got to love how long Marlon was like, hey, injury, hey, refs, notice me. Marlon was on the ground waving his hands for like 6 seconds. And they're put something in his eyes. He's blinking hard. I'm guessing he had something in his eyes after that big tackle on the sideline. Which, like I said, I saw him like wincing as soon as the play ended, and I was wondering. And I was about to call him lining up in the slot because I was already watching him, and then I saw him take a knee immediately. Is Russell Wilson wearing a Darth Vader thing on his uniform, or am I tripping? Roquan looks confused, lines up finally over the middle, looks like he brings a blitz. Wilson under pressure, goes over the middle, and that's Calvin Austin again. This time against Brandon Stevens in coverage, and this Calvin Austin has now performed twice. Yeah, that's just like a little slant, basically. And again, man, Pittsburgh just produces these wide receivers. 3 catches for 66 yards now for Calvin Austin III. 1st and 10. Ball now on the 24-yard line of the Ravens. Handoff to Najee Harris going up the middle. Ravens trying to punch the ball out, but able to gain 9 yards on the run. You could tell the Ravens were trying to get that ball out from the very beginning. And Marlon checking in for Desmond King. And there's someone. There's another guy trying to get him. Second and 1. Steelers now in the red zone after that big play by Najee. Warren and a first down. It was a weird toss, kind of like mid right, and then he comes back left to the mid. But I like it because it gives Warren time to gain speed, but still stay within the tackle box, essentially. I kind of really like that. And toss play going left to Warren this time. And so supposedly, they're saying the Steelers changed their practice schedule and habits this week to go easier on the O-line because they said they needed some more rest. And they're saying the Steelers O-line looks more refreshed. And, of course, you got Zach Frazier, the rookie out of West Virginia at center, and McCormick, North Dakota at right guard. Wilson going deep left side, floating one. And, that's a touchdown for Pittsburgh. Malik Harrison in coverage against Patterson. Cordell Patterson, the wide receiver, and Malik makes a great play on the ball, but Cordell Patterson honestly makes a better catch. You can't even be mad. At least you can't be mad about the catch. Cordell Patterson technically lined up at halfback. Just a little wheel route there, and just like they're saying, that's a mismatch. Malik did a good job getting the hand in there. Did separate the ball, but technically the ball never touched the ground. So, yep. Take an easy mismatch. And with that, we've got a tie football game. 17-all. It's a true battle of the AFC North here in Baltimore. Yep, mismatch all day there. Man. Got out-coached, outperformed right there. Like, teams like Kansas City are looking at that right now. Buffalo looking at that right now, saying, you know what, let's run that wheel play. If we see Malik Harrison lined up here, looks like you might have him on the man, take a shot at him. Take a shot at him. But also, again, like I said, no discredit on Malik. Actually did play it super well. Like, oh, we got a new Die Hard movie, essentially. Carry On for Christmas. Oh, that might be actually a somewhat decent movie. As someone that worked in the airlines, I might actually really watch this movie just to like. Carry On, only on Netflix. You gotta love they're also debuting only on Netflix movie right before Netflix hosts the 2 Christmas games. And on top of that, I think Nate Bargatze is getting ready to release a brand new comedy special, I think on like Christmas Eve. Like, wild, bro. Just wild. And then on top of all of that, Ben Brennard, who I went and saw at a comedy club this past weekend, is going to be releasing his special soon. On YouTube, though, technically. Shave Route. Yep. And then you run the seam from the receiver to keep the safety from getting over there, basically. Did he headbutt our camera? Wow. That's pretty funny. 5:14 here in the third as Boswell kicks this ball. Oh, that might go out of bounds. It did go out of bounds. That's a flag. Bring it out to, I think, the 40. Yep. And the Ravens automatically get the ball at the 40-yard line after Boswell uncharacteristically shanks a kickoff off the left side. So Ravens going to get a short field here, only 60 yards to go. Interesting formation here for the Ravens. They've double teaming TJ Watt. And Jackson finds Mark Andrews on the left side, and Patrick Queen tries to punch the ball out, ends up punching Mark Andrews in the face, basically. I guarantee you that probably almost broke Patrick Queen's hand. And Patrick Queen was holding him on the crossing route anyway. And basically they had Ricard lined up in the backfield with Henry, and Ricard basically just double teaming TJ Watt and then leaking out of the backfield. Lamar now 11 of 18 for 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's going to keep it on this run, heading left, and good tackle by Fitzpatrick on the play. Would have been a pretty big gain for Lamar, but Fitzpatrick limits it to a 2-yard gain. Likely just got too far outside on that block. Likely missing his block a little bit. And that was one not coming out of college was blocking. But he's done light years of work on that to help it. So 2nd and 7. Lamar looking left, goes over the middle. Got a man. That's Zay. And Zay Flowers with a first down. talking to Patrick Queen a little bit after the play from the ground. It's pretty funny. Zay was on the ground, like almost fetal position, just holding on to the ball, looking up, talking smack to Patrick Queen, standing over him. It's kind of funny, honestly. You got to admit. .325 here in the third. 1st and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line of the Steelers, so Ravens almost in the red zone. Zay, orbit motion, play action. Oh, pressure, setting up a screen, though, to Henry. Makes the first man miss. Falele pushing downfield, and Henry's down at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Ravens. And Daniel Falele just... My thing, I feel like even when... Watch, Falele's downfield, he's going to lay a good block here. But even then, it's just like little tiny pushes, dude. I want to see you crush someone. You are out there with safeties. Level someone. I just feel like Falele doesn't play with that dog energy like Yanda used to. And that's what I want to see out of him. I want to see him turn violent, as I watched illegal hands to his face several times on that play from Lowry. You got to love, I'm angry at Falele, but I just watched someone throat shot him and then face mask him 3 times in a row on that one play. And of course, no flags. So that was rough to watch. I always felt so bad, like when I would try to jam a wide receiver, and of course they would duck trying to avoid my jam, and then I would like throat shot them, and they just sit there like, oh, I'm like, oh shit, my bad, man. Oh, I like this motion. Lamar going over the middle. Mark Andrews wide open. And with that, Lamar Jackson, for the first time in his career, has more than 3 touchdowns against the Pittsburgh Steelers, passing touchdowns against the Pittsburgh Steelers with 1:50 left in the third. And it's just almost like right that it goes to Mark Andrews. And just Andrews, look, he throws his hands up. There's nobody around me. They literally just left him wide open. Obvious coverage breakdown from the Steelers. You can't miss that throw. And with the PAT, it's 24-17 as the battle of the AFC North continues here in Baltimore. We've got a hell of a game today. With Wegovy? Oh my God, some new weight loss injection commercial. They're like, hey, Ozempic will make you go blind if you take it and don't have diabetes. Here's the thing we made off Ozempic called Wegovy. Oh, my head's so itchy. Is that a sign? Let's see. Team 3 kickers is playing Joe Stevens this week. Joe's predicted to win, though. Like Kenny says, just go for a walk. Basically, it's unless you have some like thyroid issue, essentially, which is very easy for your doctor to rule out. Basically, it's a calorie calculation game. Burn more than you eat. It's as simple as that. But of course, things like thyroid, diabetic, insulin type of issues can cause issues with that. But also, I hate to be this person. There are a lot of doctors that will will false diagnose. I shouldn't say a lot. That's a lie. Let me walk back that statement. There is not a lot of doctors but every once in a blue moon, you will find a doctor that will do that in a sense. And it's terrible. It's horrible. It gives doctors a bad name. But yeah, had to walk that back. Misstatement by me. So yeah, let's watch how he gets open. Zay, the orbit. Oh, no, this isn't the orbit motion. Oh, two guys go with Zay. That's rough. A miscommunication due to the motion. The one guy tries to tell him, stay inside with Mark. I've got the outside. And, yep. Now you just got to go after that defensive back that just had that miscommunication. If they keep him in the game, you run motion at his ass every down you can, basically. Steelers going to return this kick, going over the middle. And, oh, big hit there. Russ has played pretty well this game, other than that fumble. Playing with confidence is what it is. Russ 16-21 for 188, 2 touchdowns. And again, I already said, if he had not lost that fumble, this would be a tie football game. The Ravens would have been playing from behind instead of the lead. That was a pride thing, dude. Pride. Play action, as we've seen before, setting up a screen and dropped. And nothing on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. And Joey Porter now officially ruled out of the game with calf injury. So Steelers down their number 1 corner. Russ, good drop over the middle. Got a man, 18 and wide open. Yeah, Kenny, it's like when we played the Bills. They were ranked 28th or 29th in the run defense. 1st and 15. Oh my God, 1 minute 15, 1st and 10. There's that little inside pitch toss play again to Najee. And a couple yards on the game, though. Maybe about 4 or 5. Second and 8 for the Steelers. And they are across the 50-yard line. So on the Ravens side of the field. 45 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Ravens show pressure. Oh, almost looked like a double cornerback blitz, but probably only one's coming. Marlin comes on one side. Picked up well. Russell going deep, and he's just going to throw this ball away. Good fake by the Ravens to show double cornerback blitz with Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey. Honestly, good hard count by Russ to show the hand, therefore being able to change his protections and account for it. Of course, the Ravens only bring 1 out of the double bluff, and which again is a great call. 3rd and 8. Big 3rd down here for the Steelers. Ravens need to make a stand. They're showing pressure right now. Communicating across the line of scrimmage. Looks like man across the board. They back out, only bring 4. Pressure gets there. And ball's out! Oh, but the Steelers recover it. A gain of 2 yards. Kyle Hamilton hits him and forces the fumble. And they're going to say technically incomplete. So going to not get his stats padded, unfortunately, there. And Steelers are saying huddle up. I think that they're going to hard count this. They're going to hard count and try to get a long field goal. They're going to hard count this and then punt it. That's what they're doing. Don't jump. Don't jump, Ravens. This is a hard count bluff. This is a hard count bluff. Don't jump. Just don't jump. And now they're going to take the delay game. And Russell's arguing that they shouldn't get to sub, but they sub, so. And I think Oh, they're going to turn it, and it is a fumble recovered by the offense, though. So they're saying it's a fumble recovered by the offense, but it's literally just going to give the Steelers more time again. Again, fake play. Don't jump. Don't jump, Ravens. It's a fake play. They're just trying to get a couple yards for a field goal attempt. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. This is going to be a hard count. Here it comes. And yeah. Quarter ends. They might even go for a hard count again. End of the third quarter officially. I respect that they went for it, though. That's what I want the Ravens to do half the time. Let's try to get that free play, bro. But you have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Oh, we have an all-new epic series. What is this? The Saints, only on Fox. Streaming now. I actually play like a medieval fighting game. If you've ever heard of Chivalry 2. It's like a medieval fighting game. And like 64 versus 64 type of... Imagine Battlefield, but like medieval combat, no guns. Bows, crossbows, swords, axes, you know, couple other type of weapons and stuff like that. And a battle across medieval Europe and like the Persians and stuff like that. Playing like different it's like I said, it's actually kind of weirdly entertaining and fun. It's the combat is more complex than you would give it credit for. But like I said, I enjoy it. It's weirdly entertaining to me every once in a while. I just, you know. And with that, I should probably do a new... I wonder if I just... Can I start a new tab, copy and paste the link, and get fresh 60? That would be wild if that worked. It did not work. Okay. But what I can do is just close it, open my fresh incognito since we're in a brand new commercial break. Copy paste, and that should give me fresh 60. Fresh 60. Fox, I take back everything I ever said bad about your sports coverage. There is ways to watch the game on Fox for free. And I appreciate them. 4th and 6. They're all lined up here. A lot of wide receivers. Empty backfield here. Let's see. And like I said, just don't jump. Just don't jump. Just don't jump, Marlon and Owe. They're going for it on 4th and 6. Russell's going deep. And Kyle Hamilton almost had the interception. You cannot even ask for a flag on that, Calvin. He had hands on the ball and just didn't bring it down. And Kyle Hamilton makes a huge play. I also understand what they're thinking there because even if he comes away with the interception, it's the same as a punt. Oh, man. And that's what they're saying. You wish the ball would have been intercepted. It's better that Kyle didn't get the interception. Instead of getting the ball on the 1 yard line, we get it on like the 40 now. So it's actually better that he doesn't intercept the ball there. Tom Brady used to do that a lot too. He'd just throw it 50, 60 yards, basically what they'd get on the punt. And either you get the catch or you get the ball where you would have punted anyway. It's not good for the stat sheet, but it's the same play, but better gains. Hand off to Henry, going left. He's got some room. 45-40, 35-30, 35-20, still going. Down at the 10, the 9-yard line. And with 14:40, the Ravens are in the first and goal situation. If the Ravens run, they run it left. I'm surprised Mike Tomlin didn't run onto the field there. Ha ha ha, if you remember the Jacoby Jones thing. God. Nobody touched him. And look at Derek. Derek smiled there, I think. Oh, they ruled this at the 11. Did he step out of bounds? That's weird. So technically 1st and 10 now, but on the 11. Derrick Henry now 17 rushes for 133 yards, averaging 7.8 yards a carry. Lamar. Oh, he throws a horrible interception. He's still returning. And he's tackled at the 33. And what a horrible interception by Lamar Jackson. As they needed it. What happened, bro? And I think he thought maybe Bateman was going to keep running the route. Bateman sat down. I don't know. And Harbaugh just head down, pinching the eyebrows. You know, it's funny, Kenny. It's like legitimately, we were joking about that earlier. That, just the way how Tomlin was laughing, smiling, even though he was down, like just so relaxed, while Harbaugh just has constantly had like this look on his face, like. That's deserving of a Harbaugh head shake, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, Kenny, I think what happened there, again, I don't have the replay in front of me, but I have a feeling he thought Bateman was going to cut out on the route. Bateman sat down in the zone. Lamar threw it out instead of it like on a curl, essentially, and I think at that point it was the easy interception for a really good corner. God, they're showing KFC commercials right now, and your boy is so hungry. I have not eaten anything today, and we're on our second large cup of Crown and Coke. Missions Barbecue, the American Heroes, Wreath Across America collection. I support Missions Barbecue and the different things that they, nonprofits that they do, like Wreath Across America for the soldiers, the Forgotten Soldiers, Hometown Heroes. I support all their little cups. We'll see, Kenny. With the I don't have the replay here, so we'll see. We'll see. Present arms. Order arms. Eyes right. And let's watch here. Let's see. So they're going play action right. Bateman's on a crosser. Why does Bateman stops running the route? And Zay is so wide open. Zay has got no one around him in the end zone. Oh my God. Oh. And I think Monken was like, Zay! And then Thor saw the interception go down. That's rough, man. Like I said, that's deserving of a Harbaugh head shake. Yeah, Henry breaks off a huge run, Lamar. And there we go. Harris stopped up. It looked like Bateman took a second and looked at the coverage instead of like looking at Lamar and then stopped running the route as much. Are they putting something on Lamar's right hand? I think Lamar's got a cut on his right hand. They're putting water or something, wrapping his hand with a towel. Like, I think Lamar has a cut on his throwing hand now. Play fake left. Wilson. Oh, it's picked off by Marlon! It's a pick six! Let's go! And that's what I've been calling for! Let's go! They've been running that play action all game! About time someone made an adjustment. Let's go! Marlon Humphrey with a pick six for the Ravens. Marlo wants a Super Bowl ring, and he's leading by example. Let's go! 37-yard pick six by Marlon Humphrey, the veteran. Let's go, Marlo! Woo! What a game. Let's go, and I've got the Ravens defense against... Let's go, Marlo. It's the season of giving. Oh my God, we needed that. Let me change the score. How did y'all even get in my house? Pizza, pizza. God, I'm so fucking hungry right now. Let's see. I've got the Ravens defense playing against Chimera for like 5th place, I think. And with that pick six, that's got to add some good points right there. Yeah. 16.85 points for the Ravens defense now. 1 interception, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. Let's go. And if you are in your fantasy football playoffs, I wish you the best, man. And what up, Bebop, my boy? How you doing today? Oh, let's fucking go. I like that. Lacey DeCosta. Kyle Hamilton is Kyle Hamilton. Because he is him. You feel me? Kyle Hamilton. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Grainer says, yeah, I want to make a run to church's ticking, but just feeling lazy. Really don't want to go anywhere. Yeah, I being responsible, I cannot go anywhere because I've started drinking. But my favorite food truck came the other day. I ate all my Chori cheese dip, but they gave me like a bean cheese dip that I've got some. I've got a little bit of leftover, some hot honey, pepperoni pizza. So as soon as this game's over, your boy is about to eat so hard. Ugh. I love Popeyes, but my girlfriend has a peanut allergy and can't technically. And an egg allergy as well. You know how hard it is to bake for her when she has an egg allergy? It's technically egg whites as well, not just eggs. So I can still separate the yolks, but the yolks give creaminess while the white part of the egg gives like fluffiness to the bake. So getting things to rise and get fluffy when I make stuff for her is so hard. Like, so fucking hard. Oh. Yeah, avocado. There's a couple different things like I've tried, but avocado again is a fat, so it gives that creaminess more like the yolk. 1st and 10. It's like funny, technically, because she's allergic to egg whites. If you don't know this, the flu vaccines are actually given in albumin, like vessels, essentially. So technically, she's allergic to what the flu vaccine is delivered inside. So she actually can't have flu vaccines. Yep, Greek yogurt's another very popular one. All right. Steelers are into a no-huddle offense here, down 2 scores now. Over the middle, Roquan devours Freiermuth, rips the ball out, but of course it's already down then. Again, Russell's moving no-huddle offense. Jalen Warren in there. 2nd and 6, ball on the 45-yard line. Ravens bring some pressure and little draw play up the middle, only a gain of 1. So 3rd and 5 here. And again, no huddle here. Chris Board checking in here for the Ravens on the defensive side. Van Noy, Beek, Jones, Oweh. Double A-gap blitz lined up for the Ravens with Roquan and Chris Board. It's definitely going to back out, yep. Wilson getting pressured, buying time. Marlin's on him. Over the middle. Oh, Jalen, I think, has the first down, but just barely. That was obvious, though, the way the Ravens had lined up on the backside secondary of the coverage, that there was going to be A-gap blitzers that backed out of it, as possibly outside as well. And Ravens defensive line not ready for that snap, but they're still going to get there as Kyle Van Noy adds 10.5 sacks to the year. 11 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the 4th quarter as Van Noy adds another sack to his total. Second and 14. Ravens bring a little bit of pressure up the middle, and we've got a flag, and it's going to be a false start against the offense. Back them on up. Going to be a 2nd and 19 now. And that's against Broderick Jones, the former Georgia Bulldog, who's got his arms up saying, "Are you kidding me?" Raven fans are on the edge of their seats here. I think that actually was a blown call. I think he was making a pass protection thing or call, pointing down the line. That might have been a bad call. I'm not even going to lie to you there. 2nd and 19, empty backfield here for the Steelers. Pass over the middle, and Darius levels a big hit there on Freiermuth. 3rd and long. Ball basically on the 50-yard line. I love Tom Brady actually apologized. He's like, "Oh, my bad. I thought it was 4th down." And I love that he apologized so quickly on his mistake. Like, it happens to all of us, man. Ball on the 50 here. 3rd and 11. Ravens again showing an overload on the right side potentially. Quick throw screen, and great tackle by Brandon Stevens. At the line of scrimmage, screen goes nowhere. 4th and 11. Great job by Brandon Stevens. You're not strong enough, and punter is out for the Steelers. If Ravens can pull off one more good drive. I know I should close the betting, actually. And Desmond King makes the fair catch at the 8-yard line. So 92-yard field here for the Ravens. Today, Derrick Henry has forced 10 missed tackles for 66 extra yards. 92 on the season for 678 yards. Ravens fighting for that AFC North crown to get that one playoff game at home at least. Hand off to Henry, and going inside, nowhere that time, unable to get back out there. And like they're saying, it is cold down there. Second and 10. Twin tailback formation here. Run up the middle. Cuts right. That's Henry, and gain what looks like maybe 4 yards. And they're showing here all the historic things that he's done. He's in elite category here. Like 11,000 rush yards plus 100 rush TDs. Jim Brown, Walter Payne, Marcus Allen, Emmitt Smith, Marshall Faulk. Like, elite company. He really is a king. Third and 5. Lamar going deep down the right sideline. Got him, and it's Zay wide open. He's off him, man. Still pulling. He breaks free. Still going. And he's down at the 40-yard line of the Steelers. Looks like to be a 50-yard gain. 49 yards, technically. And he had a step plus. Matched up on 31 here. And he's got that full step on him right there. Get off me, little boy. Get off me, little boy. Weight room, son. Weight room. Get your weight up, like Baker likes to say. Hand off to Henry, right up the gut. Little power running. I love it. And that's about a 6-yard gain, it looks like. Oh, look at the spiral on that ball. Can't talk enough about how beautiful Lamar's balls have been looking lately. Like, especially today, the spiral is so clean coming out of his hand. It's just a thing of beauty. Kenny says, and add a face mask. Should have been, right? Derrick Henry now 20 rushes for 143 yards. Lamar Jackson 15 of 23 for 207 himself. Run going off left guard, and that's Henry for a couple yards. I think he's just short of the first down, Mr. Announcer guy. Yeah. I will say, how does the announcer who's like, yeah, that's another first down? And I was like, that definitely looks a yard short. And of course, it was a yard short. Come on, Mr. Announcer, people. Whoever's beside Tom Brady. I don't know if my girlfriend's home yet, though. I'm about to text her and be like, you good? And QB sneak. Well, I should say QB sneak, but Lamar's not the one sneaking it. Tight end sneak. And first down for the Ravens, so that's all that matters. Ravens continuing to tick, 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 take time off this clock. Hey, sell it. And hand off to Henry, cuts back right, love it. First down and some, and tackled at what looks like the 13-yard line. They're going to mark him, I think, at the 15, so 5 minutes left, and the Ravens have another fresh set of downs as they approach the red zone. And this is that run. They sell left. Henry cuts back more to the right center. Everyone down blocking left, And he just puts that left foot in the ground, comes back a little more right, and easy 10-plus yards. I love that they're running these weak side runs a little more. I've called it all season that the numbers dictate that they have the ability to do it. Just do it. Here's Henry again, similar style run with a jet sweep in there and nothing on that play. 2nd and 10, 4:20 left in this football game. Ravens have a 14-point lead. One more score will really solidify and put this game away. And it's the statement game that Lamar's needed to make. Power I here. Handoff going up the middle. And nothing that time for Ali. Maybe a yard or two. And obviously, I don't expect Keaton Mitchell to be back next week after that concussion injury. So we probably will get a healthy dose of Keaton Mitchell next week. Did I say Keaton Mitchell first time? Justice Hill's concussion. I expect to see a good dose of Keaton Mitchell next week, which will be exciting. Rosengarten is the real deal. We are super excited about that young man. Super excited about him, just like Linderbaum. Oh, we got the Steelers to jump off sides. Let's go. Finally got Alex Highsmith taking advantage that they've been jumping that all day. 5 yards for the Ravens. That's going to take this from a 3rd and 7 to a 3rd and 2. And finally, that smile is gone off Mike Tomlin's face over there on the Steelers sideline. And now with a 3rd and 2 here for the Ravens. Ball on the 7 and like a quarter yard line. Should be able to get this first down. 3 minutes, 17 seconds. Ravens are taking all the time off the clock. This, like I said, even with a field goal would kind of put this game out of reach for the Steelers. Henry, ooh, I think he just got to the first down marker. He could be short just an inch. Oh, there's Get Own Kid. I've been waiting for you, my boy. He says, I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Hey, it ain't over yet. Just because we win this game doesn't mean that we won the title or, the only thing the Ravens get from winning this game is that the crown is still within shot and that we're guaranteed to make the playoffs. So I appreciate you, my boy. I've talked to you. I don't know if you've been here all game, Get Own Kid, but I talked about it. If Russell Wilson had not fumbled on that play, which was 100% his pride is why he didn't slide and he kept that ball. It was so hard to watch as a football fan, to be honest with you. So I feel for you, no matter what, dude, I hope you have a good Christmas, and we'll probably see you again in the playoffs. So keep it real. So, Harbaugh's got a challenge flag, and Henry's telling him challenge it. I got it. Or he's saying, I'll get it, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. I think they're going to go for it on 4th and 1. It looks like Harbaugh. I thought he was putting the flag away. He's still holding it. I'm scared. What up, ES? How you doing today, my boy? And Tucker's coming out here, and that's the correct call. That will make this a 3-score game at 17 points, meaning even if they score 2 touchdowns with 2 2-point conversions, they would still need 1 more point. This is absolutely the correct call by John Harbaugh and the Ravens. This is a chip shot. The kick coming on the 17-yard line officially, so 23-yard attempt. And drills it. And with that, the Ravens are up 34-17, and that's just about going to officially put this game away with 3:10 left. Get Own Kid. Steelers are cooked. I live streamed the game. Steelers need a whole rebuild. Russ. So what's crazy, dude, is I've been talking about the Steelers for years, and I've said the Steelers have had good teams. They constantly, I joke that the Steelers are wide receiver you. You always find a wide receiver, coach them up, and have good wide receivers. You've had some O-line issues. You got back to that at the heart. Zach Frazier, Broderick Jones, Jason McCormick, love it all. You lost another tackle to IR earlier in the season, Troy Fatanu. I think the O-line will be great next year. I'm not a huge fan of Najee Harris. I don't care what anyone says. Jaylen Warren's got injuries. But I used to say for years, if the Steelers had just invested into a quarterback, this is the most they've invested into a quarterback, I feel like, in the past 3 years. If they had just invested into a quarterback in one of these past few years, I feel like they'd have had a completely different direction. But man, I gotta get glasses soon, bro. I'm sitting over here looking at this TV going, oh my God, those numbers are a little hard to read. I can tell my eyes are having a hard time focusing. But I appreciate you, my boy. Get on, man. It was a good game. Like I said, we'll see you in the playoffs. Like, it's definitely not rebuild time in Pittsburgh. No, not even close. Not even close. All right. Last stand here for the Steelers with 3:10 left. And they're going to run it. I feel like that says a lot right there that they just ran it with down 17 points. And of course, they're going no huddle, though. So. Oh, I did forget about the Kenny Pickett trade, but I was never a Kenny Pickett fan. Like, that was actually a bad pick by the Steelers, and they don't make those very often. Kenny, I would have been happy with a second round pick, to be honest. Like, GG, by the way, Ghetto. GG, my guy. Like, and Wilson going to throw this ball away. He just hit one of the heaters, I think. Yeah, Grandizer. The Kenny, I was never a fan of the Kenny first round pick. And I feel like they should have done something else differently with the veteran situation back up. Like, and another draw play, Jaylen Warren. This is going nowhere. And yeah, they're running it. They're admitting that they lost this game. They're all like, hey, we got to play in 4 days on Christmas. Can we get out of here? Like, which, like I said, I don't blame them. The Steelers got to play in 4 days against the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas, just like the Ravens in 4 days have to play against the Houston Texans on Christmas. Get out of here without an injury. Don't take too many shots. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Kind of, let me see here. Oh, sorry. Putting my notes away. Texting the girlfriend back. Putting the lucky ball away. But, I mean, it was a good game. I think the forced fumble on Wilson, where he should have slid or just even like shouldered the hit, could have been a huge difference in this game. Both guys made bad interceptions at one point, but Lamar played great. Russell had some great throws as well. Both teams made some mistakes, but the Steelers ended up making a few too many mistakes. Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt created havoc on Ronnie Stanley. It actually seemed like Rosengard held up a little better than Stanley did today. The Ravens got the inside run game going better than they have in the past in a while. I saw a lot of those counter weak side runs that I've been begging for in the past few weeks. I still do have a couple concerns on defense. But until I have a better fix for it, I did close bettings. So I need to finalize betting, though. So thank you for reminding me. Pick the winner. The Ravens. All bets were on the Ravens. Complete the betting. So there we go. You should have the points handed out from the betting now. Grandizer said, I saw Pickett as a low second to fourth round pick, a backup type. A guy you have to develop, and he maybe be good. And I kind of agree with that Grandizer. He definitely, like, it was cute. And didn't they, like, move around for him as well? Like, it's like one of those ones. Like, I actually loved the Bo Nix pick for the Broncos because also they didn't move for him. But, yeah, it wasn't in because Kenny was at the highest level, just going to be a really good game manager type of quarterback, which, given a strong running game from the Steelers, would have been okay. But at that same moment, the Steelers' offensive line and running backs started hitting major issues. And Kenny Pickett, without a strong O-line, a good run game with play action, is not a good quarterback. So I agree with you 100% on that, Grandizer. 100%. Like, so. It was rough to watch, honestly. Like, I got a lot of respect for the Steelers. I'm usually a big believer in iron sharpens iron. You know what I mean? Like, so I usually want the Steelers to play to a certain level. And Wilson, gets away from Ojabo and throws it away. And that's going to be 4th and 13. So punt's coming out. It's over. It's funny with Pitt's quarterbacks. They had 2 who had smashing stats, maybe past Marino, but none of them panned out in the NFL. They're not even a first-round pick. Well, Pickett was. I mean, you could argue technically, Joe Flacco was a Pittsburgh quarterback, then transferred to Delaware, and then, of course, came to the Ravens. So he's like kind of a Pitt quarterback, but I agree with you on everything you're saying right there about Pickett. I absolutely agree. Like, I think the Ravens got the muff punt back, but the Steelers almost got it. That's wild. And they're saying Ravens, so that's the ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, with 139. Ravens had 3 fumbles, recovered all 3. Talk about, again, how quickly this game could have gone the other way. With 3 fumbles on the Ravens essentially now to end the game, but they recovered all 3. Could have been a monumentally different game this is a team that the Steelers have recovered 15 forced fumbles. Number 1 in the NFL. So they did what they normally did, but they just didn't recover them. So, and like Randall, like I said, he's kind of an outlier just because he did transfer and, he did win a Super Bowl, but, Joe Cool was something to watch back in the day, man. That Super Bowl meant a lot to me. But with the knee, the Ravens are going to clinch this win. Congratulations to the Ravens. Hard-fought game for the Steelers. Like I said, 3 forced fumbles that didn't get recovered by you. A couple things that didn't go your way for the Steelers. Just truly unfortunate. The forced fumble that you didn't that you had, as well as the pick 6. This game could have gone the other way really quickly. So get owned. Don't be hard on your Steelers, but also not too hard. Because again, this game could have gone the other way, and there was some sloppy football that happened that needed to be cleaned. Like I said, the prideful moment by Russell Wilson and the horrible pick 6, got to get all that cleaned up. But we'll probably see y'all in the postseason. We're excited. We'll be again live on Wednesday, I think, for the pick. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me double check here everything real quick. I'm so sorry. One second. So Wednesday is Christmas. It's the Pick'ems and the football show. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see how that works out. We'll talk to David McNiner about it. I love Flacco, man. Flacco, I love him, dude. Love him. Always been one of my favorites. And with that, Baltimore secures their playoff position, eliminating some of these other teams. Again, we'll see you on Christmas for the Ravens-Texans game. We cleared that with the girlfriend at the very beginning of the year. You know, I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoy your holidays. I hope you win your fantasy football championship and playoffs. Great game by the Ravens. Unfortunate for Steelers. Again, we'll probably see you in the playoffs. But with that, guys, I'm starving. I'm finally going to go eat some food. It's been fun. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all for coming and hanging out with us today here on Darwin's Raven. With that, man, Darwin's out. We'll see y'all on Christmas.